Hello, my friends. Welcome to another episode of Let's Draw Race Cars. I'm Boris, here in North Carolina, near the race shop. Of course, Joe Gibbs Racing. We're back to racing now. Many of us are still staying home, staying healthy, staying safe out there. And this show started because while we're at home here over our lunch hour, I figured, why don't we draw something? Learn some new skills, pick up some old hobbies, do something fun like that. What do you say? Are you ready? I'm going to be drawing on an iPad, but you can draw using whatever you want. Pen and paper, pencil, markers, crayons, whatever you want. And I'm going to be reading your comments and hopefully seeing some pictures that you put up there. Let me show you a picture of what we're going to draw today. Now this is about drawing race cars, and we'll put a race car in this show today. But we've also drawn some animals, because some of these racetracks have animal features, like a fox for Pocono. Of course, we saw a fox at Darlington the other week too. And there's all sorts of different ways to work in some animals. Well, today we're going to work in a bear, and let me show you why. Because we're racing in Atlanta this weekend, and way back in 2006, when Tony Stewart was driving for us, he won in Atlanta for Joe Gibbs Racing, and Bass Pro Shops was the sponsor of the race, and the trophy was a huge bear statue. Look at that. That's even bigger than Tony Stewart. So we're going to draw that bear today, and we'll draw a little bit of that number 20 car in the background, but there's a look at our history. Speaking of animals, someone has worked their way into my drawing studio here. I'll show you him in a second. Alright, you ready? Let's start with a fresh canvas, a fresh sheet of paper, whatever you're working with, and we'll start drawing. I'm going to start with a line up like this as our bounding box, okay? Alright. You see that alright? Let's let my camera focus a little bit here. There we go. Alright, we're back in business. Alright, that's where we're going to fit our bear. And I am going to show you now how to draw a bear. Are you ready? I'm reading the comments out there. Thank you for all the comments. I see you out there. Who's out there watching? Lots of folks. Good to see you all today. Alright, first thing we're going to do with this bear is we're going to have our line there, but we're going to actually arch it like this. We're going to do a bit of an angle like that. Okay, and that's going to be the bear's back. It's kind of arched like that. Okay? And then we're going to do another side of the bear that's kind of like this. Looks a little bit like a flower pot, doesn't it? So two kind of parentheses going like that for the bear. Alright, and that's going to be the bear's body. The bear's standing up in the bushes. Let me show you again what we're drawing. We're drawing the trophy that Tony Stewart won for us at Joe Gibbs Racing here in Atlanta, because we're racing in Atlanta this weekend. Are you going to watch? I hope so. But there's the bear we're drawing. Alright. Now let's see here. We got the bear's body mostly in there, so we got to put the head in there. The head is going to be angled a little more like this. Kind of like a bowling pin, like that. See that? There you go. That's going to be the bear's head. And again, when we're drawing animals, my lines are a little sketchy because the animal has fur, right? So it's no big deal if the line's a little jagged, a little sketchy. No big deal. All right, got our bear in there. How about some legs and some arms? What do you say? So on this side, I want you to put a leg like that, and then a leg up like this. Okay? Can you see how this is turning into a bear really quickly? Oh yeah. Look at that. So we started with kind of a bowling pin shape. You know what a bowling pin looks like? Bowling pin kind of looks like this, right? You ever gone bowling? I'm sure you have. And then it has a red couple of stripes like that. Well, that's pretty much what we drew, except the bear's leaning, so we had to lean it a little bit, like that. Okay. You catching up? I'm going to move on to the arm next, so let's get caught up with our bear trophy. Alright. Next, we're going to have an arm on the left side of the bear, and it's going to go something like this. Oop, we don't need red anymore, do we? No, no, no. Alright, so the arm, about halfway down, sticks out like that, and then goes down into a claw shape like this. See that? Almost looks like a bird, doesn't it? But no, that's his arm. And we're going to have another one on the other side doing something similar. So we'll do the top part of his arm where his shoulder is, and then we'll just draw something like that. See, not too hard to draw a bear, is it? There you go. Again, if you're just joining us, this is the trophy we're drawing. Tony Stewart's Atlanta trophy from 2006 when Bass Pro Shops sponsored the race, and we won it. That's probably one of the most unique trophies we've ever had at Joe Gibbs Racing. So we wanted to draw it today, especially since we're racing in Atlanta on Sunday. All right, hope you're going to watch. Well, we're almost time to draw the face. I know a lot of people like to start with the face on the animals, but I like to start with the body. Give it something to put the head on, you know. All right. You ready for this now? Let's move on to the face. First, let's draw some ears up here. Really make it look like a bear now. Draw one little ear out like this. See that? It's just an upside down U, kind of like the wheel wells we draw on our race cars. And then on the other side, draw the same ear out like that. There you go. All right, while you're catching up, I'm going to go read some comments. I want to see how everyone is doing out there. See how your drawings are coming along. I'm going to open up my phone here and check out some comments. Let me know how you're doing with your bear drawing. We had fun yesterday drawing Kyle Busch's first Joe Gibbs Racing win in Atlanta, so you should check that out. It's on YouTube and here on Facebook and Twitter and whatnot. So, all right, who's out there? We got Bobby out there. Jack's out there. Jack says that's the biggest trophy he's ever seen. I agree. We didn't even know where to put that trophy. I have to tell you, I don't even know where it is to this day. Tony probably has it. All right, let's see. Danny's back. Patricia's out there in Ohio. We got Bobby and Tracy. Danny's out there. Thank you so much for watching. Justin says it's a bearable trophy. It's bearable. Hopefully it's not unbearable to draw. Hopefully it's not too hard. Okay, so now we need a nose on this bear, you know? But we're not going to put it right in the middle. The bear's kind of looking off in this direction. So we're going to put the nose on this side, right about there, right on the edge of the bear. There you go. Big circle nose like that. And you can give him a couple nostrils right there. Looking good. All right. And the bear's mouth is open, so we're gonna draw this bear. Now the mouth, I want you to watch me here. It's kind of a U, and then it goes back like this. It's kind of like an eye. It's a little bit like a human eye. Right there. Okay? I know it's a little weird, but see how it's starting to look like a mouth already? And we'll add some teeth in there, and it'll really look like a bear's mouth. So I'm just adding more on there. I might cut back the chin a little bit like this. I'm excited to watch the racing in Atlanta. I know we can't have you there with us. I can't go either, but we'll get back to regular fans in the stands soon. We're just still playing it safe, playing it smart. All right, now we'll finish those teeth later, but let's add in the eyes. What do you say? So the snout's going to come back like this. Okay? See that? That snout's going to come back in a minute. I might even make his ear a little bigger. There we go. A little bigger of an ear there. And then we're going to add an eye. Just a little dot for an eye over here. Another dot for an eye over there. And then a little eyebrow kind of thing like this. You can make him a happy bear or mine's kind of got a mean look to him. But whatever you want to do to make him look how you want him to look. Add some fur in there, some ear fur. All right. You can also add some, these aren't really cheeks, but these are more furls in the fur like this. See that? Some furls is what I'm calling them. That might not be the right scientific name, but that's what I'm calling them. All right. Now let's add some teeth. There's two big fangs over here, and on each side, on the top and the bottom, like that. And then some little teeth in the middle, so whoo, some sharp teeth on that bear. That's why you don't want to mess with bears, right? Tony Stewart, he wasn't afraid of it though. We won this bear trophy all the way back in 2006. Look how big that trophy is. Whew. That was a beast to get home, let me tell you. But thanks to Bass Pro Shops, it was a really unique one. So just like that, we have our bear. Now the bear in this trophy is kind of poking out of the brush, out of the bushes. So you can add some bushes down here if you want. They're just little scribbly lines, nothing too crazy. Gives the bear a little home. And we're going to draw Tony Stewart's race car behind it. We won't be able to see all of the race car, but that's okay. The trophy's kind of blocking some of it. Now if you want to add some more fur, go ahead and do that. I just like some scribbly lines. I'm going to add some claws in there. They're just some dashes like this is what I'm going to do for some fur. See that? Just some dashes. We can come back over it with some brown color a little later. Just gives the bear a fur coat. It's the perfect trophy for Bass Pro Shops, huh? Outdoor stuff. Feels good to get back to the outdoors after being inside for so long, but especially getting back to Bass Pro Shops and resupplying with things we need for the outdoors. Alright. Look at there. Alright, so you ready to put this race car in? Alright, so in the background, we're just going to do the side of the race car. The door number is going to be covered by our bear, so we'll just have the nose sticking out over here. So I want you to draw a straight line back there and a straight line back there. And then make the nose go up and out like this. See how the front of the car is already blocked? So we can do the roof back here like this. And then we'll have the trunk. So a lot of the car is blocked, but that's okay. We're in Victory Lane looking at this trophy. That's why Victory Lane exists, is so you can look at a trophy. So the trophy is the focus of our drawing here. I can do an upside down U back here to draw the rear wheel, and an upside down U in the front to draw the front wheel. Alright. Is yours coming together? Is it looking good? Make sure you add your circle in there for your tire and your wheel in the front, and of course in the back. I'm only doing a half circle because I covered some of my wheel well with the bear. That's okay. There we go. I really like how this is looking, don't you? This is a piece of Joe Gibbs Racing history. Of course, Atlanta Motor Speedway, I would have to say we are one of the winningest teams at Atlanta Motor Speedway, and it's thanks to Tony, but it's really thanks to Bobby Labonte, because Bobby Labonte just won so many times at Atlanta. I even lost count. Somebody out there is counting for us. I know some of my friends like John and Stacy and Evan and Danny, they've been counting those wins because they're making some graphics to talk about the Atlanta race and just how many times we've won there. You should check that out on our social media. Let's do a rear window on there. Alright, a little fuel port. And then I'm gonna look up Tony Stewart's 2006 car for us, just so I get the placement of the colors and everything right. I know there's going to be a lot of orange in it, so you can count on that. Oh yeah, I mean it's an almost completely orange race car. The roof was black, so I'll make the roof black on Tony Stewart's car, and the bottom line was black, but everything else was completely orange. There we go. Alright. Except for the wheels. The wheels are black too, so I'll add in some black in the wheels. How's yours looking out there? Isn't this a pretty cool drawing? That's one way to add different elements and features to your drawing other than just race cars, is to draw the trophies. Sometimes they look like representations of things in real world, like the bear or whatever. We have an eagle trophy from Pocono, but other times they're just really cool shapes and spiky designs. So there's a lot of cool things you can draw that are related to racing that aren't just race cars. Alright, let's see how you're doing out there. I'm going to pause so you can catch up. Thank you for all the comments and the hearts and the retweets. I appreciate it. Matt asked how Jimmy Maycar is doing, if he's taking autographs. I don't know. I'm sure if you ran into Jimmy Maycar, our first crew chief, that he would give you an autograph. He's a nice guy. Tammy likes it. Steven likes it. Tracy likes it. Yep, Tracy says that she's glad all these videos are on YouTube. They are. You can see all of our drawing videos on YouTube, and you can learn a lot from them. We've done so many. Someone needs to count. I've lost count. I stopped counting. I mean, we've done over, got at least done 25, maybe more, probably more. All right, I think we're pretty much ready to color this in, don't you think? There's the base of our trophy. This is going to be a fun drawing because when you show it to people, people are going to be like, why is there a bear in your drawing with the race car? And then you get to tell them the story. That's the fun part about racing, is that there's always a different story every week. I'm going to draw the back of Victory Lane up here. I'm probably going to do a checkered flag look to it, and I'll write Atlanta up there because that's where the win was, of course, and that's where we're racing this weekend. So I'm going to add some lines for our checkered pattern back here. Okay, up first. And then I'll go across like this. And then we'll fill every other box in with black. So if I pick this box right there, now I'm just going to do it sketchy like this. I'm not going to worry about staying in the lines. You can choose to do it however you like. If you want to stay in the lines, that's perfectly fine. It's up to you. But I am going to sketch in every box like this. Every other box, I should say. Now it really looks like Victory Lane, doesn't it? Oh yeah. And it still keeps some speed in there. Even when things are sitting still, we can still make it look like there's some action and there's some excitement going on with our lines and the way we make our lines. That's one of the cool things about art and drawing, is that simple lines can tell a lot of different stories. There you go. It came together pretty well, didn't it? And I'm going to write Atlanta up here. A-T-L-A-N-T-A. I might write it again over here. Atlanta. A-T-L-A-N-T-A. Atlanta, Georgia. That's where we're racing this weekend. I hope you're going to watch. And I hope you'll enjoy it. It's sure to be a good race. Tire wear is a big deal. That means the car is going to move all over the track. Drivers are going to be hunting for grip. All right. Looks like everybody's enjoying it. Time to color it in. I'm going to pick my orange, classic Tony Stewart orange right there. Fill in this car with orange. There we go. Really going to pop off the screen here. Of course, there's a lot of orange in that Bass Pro Shops logo too. Or I should say in their designs. There's a lot of orange because that's definitely an outdoor color for safety and visibility. Works well on a racetrack too. All right. Bass Pro Shops was sponsoring this race that Tony Stewart won for us all the way back in 2006, and they gave us this awesome Big Bear trophy right there. See it? And we just drew it together. Can you believe that? All right. Now that whole bear is bronze, which is kind of a tannish brown. So I am going to pick a tannish brown like that. Now you can fill in it however you want. I'm going to choose kind of a paintbrushy texture and paint it in here. You can choose whatever you like. You can choose whatever you like. See how I'm gonna, this makes it look more like a trophy, and I'll go back and erase some of it later just to clean it up. But I really think this makes it look like it has some fur and has some metal characteristics that really make it look like a trophy. So you make your choice for how you want to color it in, and make sure you show me, because I'm really interested in all the different creative ways that people choose to color in and make something look a certain way. So there's no right way to do it. I'm just choosing my way here to make this trophy. There we go. And just like that, we got a bunch of different colors in there. I'm going to come back here and I'm going to erase some of my mess I made over here. And just like that, we have a big brown bear trophy. Look at that. Now, I wasn't part of the team back then, but I hear this was a memorable win. Big win for Tony Stewart and the number 20 team in 2006 when they won the Bass Pro Shops race at Atlanta. I hope we're going to win it again. Heck, maybe it'll be the Bass Pro Shops car. Where's my number right? Is my number right? There it is. Number 19. Maybe it'll be Martin Truex. Who do you think's going to win? I'm going to go back in here and I'm going to add in a few more lines just to make it look like the bear has some fur in here. Look at that. Coming together pretty nicely. Oh yeah. All right. Well, I think that's looking pretty good personally. Now, it was a night race, so I'm not going to do a blue sky or anything. I'm just going to fill in the bottom here with some black lines, kind of make it look like a cartoon, but that's how I want this one to look. And just like that, we've drawn our race car behind the trophy from Atlanta a few years ago when Tony Stewart won the Bass Pro Shops race there. So, I like that. I'm satisfied. Do you like it? I think it looks pretty good. Bear trophy. Now, you could have made this look like a real bear, right? Could have given him kind of a tan tummy and a black coat and do some green grass down there. It's all up to you. But I drew it just like the trophy was back when Tony Stewart won it. All right? Well, thank you again for watching. I'm going to go get some lunch, get filled up for my day here. I hope you have a good day. And make sure if you drew this, you send me a picture of it because I like to show them off and I like to see what you're all drawing. All right, everybody. Take care. Have a great weekend. And I will see you next week. Here's another look at what we drew.